Can you play something for level?
What song?
Yeah, anything.
So tired of waiting, for you. I was a lonely soul, I had nobody till I met you. But you keeping me waiting all of the time, what can I do? Set me free, little girl. All you gotta do is set me free, little girl. You know that you can do it if you try. La 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 la.
That's great, thanks.
Could I get a glass of water?
Yeah, I'll bring one through.
Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks.
On the table?
Yeah. Oh! Careful, Carl, with my notebook.
Sorry.
My life's in that book, and other people's lives.
I'm really sorry.
You're all right. Survived worse. You wouldn't believe what's in here. I've had this since art school. Look.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
Hey, see this sketch? She was the first nude model we ever had. I only did a quick sketch, get an impression, but she's been here in my notebook all these years. There's like a lot of the others in here. Unfinished, without a name. Well, some of them are turned into songs.
Ooh, who's that?
A friend.
Hello. Hello.
That's a great drawing.
It's all right.
Only all right?
I never go around and finish it.
I finished it. I'm gorgeous.
You turn this one into a song?
Yeah.
Which one?
That's a long story.
Don't I know it?
Right, I just need to move this mic.
Sure.
How do you turn them into songs?
They speak to me. Some of them.
Really?
Yep.
I speak to him. He doesn't always listen, mind.
What do they say?
All sorts.
Hello, ducky.
Hear that?
No, sorry.
Not everyone can hear them.
Right, that's done. So I should be ready to go. What do you want to record today?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm just trying out some ideas. Just give us a few minutes, will you?
Yeah, no problem.
He's nice.
Well, how are you?
Divine, darling. One of the best things about being stuck in your notebook for the last 50 years is that I never age. I'm a sort of picture of Dorian Gray in reverse. What are you doing here?
I'm recording some ideas for a radio play.
Oh, what's it about?
The time I made a pact with the devil.
I know that story.
I know you do. The problem is I don't know how to tell it.
I'll help you. I helped you write my song, didn't I?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but what? Go on. Go on.
It's a complicated story.
I'm a complicated lady.
Well, how do I begin?
How about, this is a story about a songwriter who made a pact with the devil. It's a kind of modern morality story. We'll call him Everyman, because he represents all of us in our struggles with our demons.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I knew you would. Where were you when you made your pact?
Well, I was in the North Bank at Highbury with my dad watching the Arsenal. Well, the deal was being made somewhere else.
We'll start there then.
Highbury?
Who were you playing?
I can't remember.
Bolton.
Bolton?
My team. You're losing 3-0.
Against Bolton?
Ian Ure has just scored an own goal.
What?
Ready?
What do I do?
Imagine the scene with me.
Okay.
Can you do a voice?
Well, like what?
Like when you were in your 20s.
Like this?
Younger?
How about this?
No, different.
What about this?
That's it. Perfect. Right. Ready?
I suppose.
Here we go. Fade up, football crowd.
How did he miss that?
What do you think?
You're bloody rubbish.
No, about the contract I showed you and Mum.
I want you to make a living, that's all. Who is it they're talking to?
Not sure. They know a man who knows a bloke who knows someone. They're talking to him today.
Pass it! I don't want you ending up on the dole.
I know.
I always worked hard. Get rid of it! It wasn't my fault I lost my job.
I know.
Bloody useless.
What was your dad like?
Dad, at home he always tried to be the strong family man.
Show me. You're at home. What are you doing?
Me and my brother have been listening back to one of our songs.
Right.
Does the harmony work?
Yeah.
Play it again. Yeah, here you go.
I had a job when I was their age.
I know, love.
I had to pay my way.
Oh, they won't be long.
What time is it?
6.
I'm not standing in the kitchen all night. I'm having a beer, putting the news on. Right, you two, get off your backsides and do something useful.
Dad?
Turn it off. I want to listen to the news.
Let's go upstairs.
A new survey shows that a substantial proportion of Londoners are impoverished, with between 4 and 9% with incomes currently below the National Assurance and Supplementary Benefit Scale.
I spent yesterday in Sloane Square, where members of London's bohemian underground scene had this to say.
We believe in the power of poetry and art to change the world. We don't want
God
to
help us.
Times were changing and... Come on, and...
London was the place to be. Music, art, film.
Good! And it was people like us that were making the changes.
Yes, you didn't have to be rich or posh anymore.
I wanted to do something exciting.
Make something new.
That was why I moved to London.
And that's why I applied to art school.
What did your dad have to say about that?
Art school?
I want to be an artist.
What for?
What? You know, I want to learn how to paint.
I can show you how to paint. There's a can of emulsion in the cupboard. I suppose you could always get a job as a sign writer.
Well, Dad was worried. When he just lost his jobs, it was understandable. But I was determined to go. I was so happy when I got in.
Well done, love.
I had to go to the Labour Exchange to apply for my student grant. And that was when I saw my dad standing in the dole queue. He was all hunched up, like he didn't want anyone to see him. I made a sketch in my notebook. Facing the world ain't easy when there isn't anything going. Standing at the corner waiting, watching time go by. Will I go to work today, or shall I bide my time? 'Cause when I see that union man walking down the street, he's the man who decides if I live or I die, if I starve or I eat. Then he walks up to me and the sun begins to shine. Then he walks right past and I know that I've got to get back in the line. Get back, get back, get right back in the line.
Tell us about art school.
Oh, well, it was my brave new world, my chance to do something new, to be independent, to be me. And
Yes?
it was fun. My art school babe, with your palette knives and brushes, painted face, Egyptian eyebrows and bright red lips. Pale white makeup, tight black skirts, like Juliet Greco. And there's me, quoting pretentious jot-up lines from Marcel Proust, Jean Cocteau, and Jean-Paul Sartre. Sitting by a gas fire in a drafty bedsit. The art school babe quotes William Blake and she rolls a joint. And I think, uh-oh, I've scored. I start to make myself at home, but the room starts moving and she starts to get me stoned. I close my eyes and give in. The room goes in a spin. My lips are dry. I wander around with a ridiculous grin. I grovel on the floor. I think, yeah, I think I can make it. Then I wake up and realize I've been kissing the refrigerator.
Now, I was quite shy at art school, but Brenda had a crush on me. Huh? I mean, I fancied her, but she's from a posh family, too good for me, so I dumped her. But whenever I look at this sketch, it reminds me of what might have been. See, if I stayed with her, my life would have been totally different. She went on to the Slade, then the Royal Academy, and I was not Royal Academy material.
Art school chaps with creative grand illusions. My sketch pad at the ready, my eager charcoal in my hand. Barring the world for hours with political theories, just to impress anyone who listens, while my art school babe just puts another inch of makeup on her face. And she says to me, Archie farty, you'll never fool your auntie, who knew you when you picked your nose and wet your pants. How did she know that? Archie farty, I try to throw a party, and to impress my peers, I struck a creative stance. Oh, yes. Art school cat, I was really on a mission. I made my play for my art school babe by humming jazz tunes with words by Ferlinghetti. I thought I was ever so cool, but I was really such an obvious, pretentious, irritating little fool for my art school. But it didn't work out.
Why?
I was worried about what Dad was going through. And traditional art wasn't right for me. I was never going to be a Monet or a Degas, all sunsets and beautiful rivers and ballerinas.
Was that when you started turning your sketches into ideas for songs?
I'd already been doing that for a while, but the problem was I didn't have a band to play them.
So you formed one with your brother?
Yes. My brother got expelled from school when he was 15, and when I dropped out of art school, well, we didn't have a lot of options. An apprenticeship or the unemployment exchange. I mean, that was it, basically.
I know. The advisor at the Youth Employment Service in Bolton told me I should consider getting a job in a cafe. Cheek!
But we didn't really have a lot in common apart from music, so putting a band together seemed like the most natural thing to do.
And then what happened?
We played gig after gig after gig.
And people started to take notice.
They liked what they heard.
They liked what they saw.
We got a following, and that was when I was asked to sign an agreement for 4 of my songs.
Which takes us back to that day at Highbury when you talked to your dad and the Arsenal were getting well and truly stuffed by the most magnificent Bolton Wanderers.
You get paid, yes?
Yes. Not a weekly wage, but royalties if our records sell.
Royalties?
We get paid a bit for every record we sell.
If it's what you want to do,
It is.
just be careful.
Yes, Dad.
I don't want you to end up with no work.
No, Dad.
Promise me.
I promise.
Clear it! I'll give up.
5-0 to Bolton.
Arsenal have never lost 5-0 at home to Bolton Wanderers.
They have now. Right, moving on. How old were you when you signed that first one-page contract?
I was 19 and my baby brother was barely 16.
You had the world at your feet.
I remember going to the Two Eyes coffee bar and then the two of us walking up and down Denmark Street,
looking in the music shop windows.
Which was where I made a very important contribution to the history of contemporary popular music a few short years later. But we can talk about that later on. So there you were, walking up and down Denmark Street.
Look, they got a Fender Jaguar.
Look at the price. 135 guineas.
And they got a Gibson.
That Burns is only 28 quid.
I want an American guitar.
Come on.
What number is it?
Over there, next to Will's Music.
Down the way from the Tottenham Court Road, just round the corner from Old Soho, there's a place where the publishers go.
If you don't know which way to go, just open your ears and follow your nose. 'Cause the street is shaking from the tapping of toes.
You can hear that music play anytime on every day, every rhythm, every way.
You go to a publisher and play him your song. He says,
I hate your music and your hair is too long, but I'll sign you up because I'd hate to be wrong.
you've got a tune, it's in your head, you want to get it placed. So you take it down to a music man just to see what he will say. He says,
I hate the tune, I hate the words, I tell you what I'll do. I'll sign you up and take you round the street and see if it makes the grade.
and you might even hear it played on the rock and roll hit parade.
Daytime, nighttime, every day, you can hear that music play. Every rhythm, every way.
The band was ready to be unleashed on the world. They released their first single.
It didn't do great.
They released their second single.
It did worse. We had one more shot at it, and the song was a bit of a risk. I'd seen this beautiful girl on the tube and sketched her in my book because she had big hair and a leather jacket. And when I got home, I wrote a song about her. Now, if this one didn't chart, that would be it.
They released their third single.
It went to #1.
Their next single.
Went to #2.
Then every man did something that pop stars his age were told never to do. What did you do?
I fell in love. Well, not that I really knew what love was.
And?
We got married.
What are you doing?
I'm making a sketch.
Oh. What of?
You?
Were you drawing me while I was sleeping?
Yes.
Can I see?
No.
Oh, go on.
Hey.
Oh, that's really good. Where are you going?
I've got an idea for a song.
Really? What, now?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Before we got together.
Oh, why'd you want to write a song about that?
Don't ask me. Ask her.
Who?
Her, in the drawing. It's her idea.
Their next single.
Went to #1.
Then every man did another thing that pop stars aren't supposed to do. What did you do?
We had a baby.
Everything was going great. Beautiful, caring wife, totally adorable baby girl, writing brilliant songs. Did all your songs come from your sketches in the notebook?
No, sometimes they came from my mum and dad, or my sisters, or my wife, or my baby daughter. They were like a kind of muse, and I'd write down my thoughts in here. Sometimes I'd get an idea when I put the baby to bed, humming a melody for a nursery rhyme I just invented, or I'd get an idea halfway through making up a bedtime story.
Like what?
Once upon a time, there was a man who was locked in a castle by a wicked demon, who tricked people into the castle by telling them that being in there, they would be free and all their wishes would come true. And then I'd make a note in my notebook.
Show me.
Yeah. No, I'm not ready for that yet.
Tell Tell us what you used to like about writing songs.
I used to love it when I heard my family singing or humming one of them.
Like?
Like when I went to see my dad working on the allotment. Or when I was at home and my wife was humming a song to herself in the kitchen.
Carrots.
A perfect timing. Thanks. Cup of tea?
Don't mind if I do. I'll get these boots off. Where is he?
Oh, in the other room with his brother. Your dad's here!
All right, Dad. I got a wings. I'm gonna fly. Boom, boom, ba-da-ba. I'm going home. Boom, boom, ba-da-ba. And I know why. Boom, boom, ba-da-ba. To see my baby. Boom, ba-da-ba. That's enough. Boom, boom, ba-da-ba. I'm going home. Boom, boom, ba-da-ba. It's all right.
But things were about to change.
Why? What happened?
They wanted to break the band in America.
America.
Close that book!
America?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
I'm not sure. What about you and the baby?
Oh, we'll be all right.
Yeah?
Yes.
Perhaps you could come out on a visit?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
If this goes well, we could be set up for life.
So, off we went.
And?
It didn't go well. The man that knew a man came with us, but he did a vanishing act 2/3 of the way through the tour and left us stranded. My wife was going to come out, but it all fell apart and we had to go back home. And on top of everything else, we got banned from playing in the States by the unions.
What did you do?
I decided I was gonna work harder than ever. So I got my head down and started to write.
See my friends, see my friends, playing across the river.
They stopped us playing at Woodstock and Monterey, so I wrote about England instead.
A well-respected man about town, doing the best thing so conservatively.
And the people I knew.
'Cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion.
Then
There's a letter.
Hey?
A letter for you.
I'll read it later.
A man in a suit brought it. Come down.
A man in...
Come down. Look, he gave it to me in person.
Where is it?
It's on the table. Is everything all right?
What did it say?
it's a long story.
Well, that's what we're here for, isn't it?
They're taking me to court.
Who is?
I thought I owned my songs, but the man didn't agree. He said he owned them. I was supposed to be writing the songs for a new album, but after the summons, I couldn't concentrate. It's hard to be creative when someone's telling you don't even own the songs you write. I couldn't sleep, and the pressure started to put one hell of a strain on my marriage.
Quiet.
What?
She's sleeping.
I just want a glass of water.
Oh, thanks.
It's not my fault.
Can you speak to her?
I'm trying to write a middle eight.
Can't you do it later?
No.
Great.
What? No, what?
I don't understand how you can write all those hit songs and just get poorer.
That's what this court case is supposed to sort out.
Why don't you take her out in the pram, eh?
Why don't you take her out?
Something I need to tell you.
What now?
I'm pregnant.
That was the day I met him.
You mean him?
Yes.
Well, tell us then.
Sorry.
Where were you?
I went to a cafe.
Tea, please.
Hey, aren't you that guy? You know.
Yeah, look, I can't talk now.
Hey, I'm great with kids. Hi there. You little devil, you booby-doo.
How did you do that?
Let's just say I have a way with children.
Tea.
Thanks.
How's it going?
I've had better days. Yeah, we don't get many Americans around here.
Yeah, just passing through. What's the problem?
I've got a lot going on.
Oh, you mean new product?
How do you know to call it product?
Let's just say I've been around.
And my wife's pregnant again.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
You don't sound too happy.
A bit of a surprise, that's all. She should have been more careful. We can't afford another kid.
Yeah, I thought you were a star.
The money's all tied up in some lawyer's bank account.
Oh, God, I get it. You see a commercial deal, your lawyers run up a fortune doing the paperwork, you fall in love and sign the first piece of paper put in front of you.
And I'm the one that has to sort out the mess.
Yeah, you need to make it big in America.
We already tried that.
Hey, maybe I can help. I know people. I know about business. I know about money. Right here. Here's my card. You ever need advice, just give me a call. I can make things happen.
Look, thanks, but I shouldn't be talking to anyone about this. I've got a court case coming up. I've got to go.
I'll be seeing you.
How is she?
Fine. Asleep. Look, I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of pressure.
I know.
I'm thrilled about the baby.
Really?
What life's about, isn't it? Family.
You get on with writing your song.
Anyone home?
Dad,
Shh, baby.
Coming to the match.
I can't, Dad.
Why not?
I've got to write the songs for this new record. Deliver this and we're free.
Yes, but you can do that any time, can't you?
No, Dad. I need to do it now. It takes time, even when I do get sleep.
Come on.
I can't.
Too good for football now.
He's under a lot of pressure.
Pressure? Writing songs? I'll go on my own then.
Don't send them.
The pressure had been building and building, and the songs were drying up. I was entering a bit of a dark space.
You should have come and seen me.
I hadn't met you yet. Not properly. But the thing that got me was that while there was this hell in my head, the family just carried on as normal. Sitting in the front room, singing like a bunch of hillbillies.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Soon the sun is gonna shine. We're gonna be free like the birds and the bees, running wild across the big country.
It had all been so simple.
Gotta be free to do what I want. Walk if I want, talk if I want. Gotta be free to say what I want, make what I want and play what I want. As free as the birds up in the sky, as free as the bugs and the spiders and the flies. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try. I just gotta be free.
I was thrilled when our new baby daughter was born, but now there were two babies to look after. And then there were the meetings. Meetings and meetings and more meetings.
You need to write a hit, old chap.
Oh, I'll tell you what, yeah, just give me 5 minutes. There's no need to be facetious.
Is that what you want me to call it? There's no need to be facetious,
I don't think
baby.
that's going to be a number one.
Right, you can tell the difference.
I have very discerning tastes, I'll have you know.
It's all just product to you.
You're in the hole. The only way out of it is to write a hit.
What's in the hole?
It means owing money to the record company.
It's easy to get overwhelmed in court. You might feel that nobody wants to hear your side of the story. Whatever happens, you need to stay positive.
Stay positive.
You do not have to prove anything. It is up to the prosecution to prove their case, yes?
I wrote the songs.
Nobody is disputing that.
Why do I have to go to court to prove it then?
Please, sit down.
The stress.
Right, well, you get the shopping out the boot, I'll see to the kids.
The eggs are broken.
Oh, I told you to put them on the top.
I did.
Oh, we need a bigger car.
It's fine.
The Mini's too small.
You heard what Harold Wilson said. We've all got to cut spending.
Oh, we'll have to get a bigger car sooner or later. I test drove a Bentley the other day.
We can't afford a Bentley.
Why?
Because we haven't got any money. I won't get any royalties until this bloody court case is settled.
Well, what are we supposed to do until then?
Bloody starve.
I'd like a Bentley.
Well, don't you start.
So what about this court case?
Well, I need to check legal before we can get into that.
How long's that going to take?
I don't know. A few weeks.
I'm not waiting all that time. Come on, I'll be the judge.
What?
I'll be the judge. Fade up, courtroom, music. The court is now in session. I make a good judge, don't I? Will the plaintiff, defendant, person, whatever you are, please take a stand?
Me?
Yes, go on. Guilty!
What?
Sorry, I've just always wanted to say that. Go on then.
What do you want me to say?
Tell us how you felt.
Well, I never thought I'd end up in court, I know that. I never thought I'd be part of a system. I never really cared much about money. It wasn't what I was in it for. I didn't care about being rich, but at the same time, I didn't want to die owing money to the record company. It was all right when we started out. We had no responsibilities then. But by this point, I had a family to support, alongside all the so-called rock star paraphernalia, road managers, a fan club and the like. But despite the seeming success, we were virtually broke. I would have run away, but I was famous. I couldn't. For the first time in my life, I was struggling to write. I wasn't easy to live with.
Wife, please take the stand. He says he wasn't easy to live with. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honour.
Please explain.
I knew he was under a lot of strain, but so was I. It's not easy looking after two small children and dealing with the circus that comes with the music business. It's like being in a goldfish bowl with people throwing bricks at you. Oh, we argued over stupid things. We both got wound up. Everyone thought we must be millionaires, but we were barely getting by. Then the kids got ill, temperatures through the roof, sick everywhere, the car broke down, the pipe burst in the bathroom. I know that's just the normal everyday crap that everyone has to deal with. But then the court case started. Oh, and the stress levels just went through the roof.
Thank you, wife. You may stand down. What was the verdict?
Well, the judge said that in his opinion the contract had been frustrated, meaning that it wasn't valid, and he dismissed the case.
You must have been so relieved.
Oh, I was. I felt like I'd emerged from somewhere deep below the earth back into the light of day. I could get on with my writing. We had to deliver the new album by the end of the year. It was going to be tight, getting all the songs written and recorded by then, but I was up for it. So I got back down to work. But the pressure soon started to build again. You know how it goes.
You need a hit, old chap.
Yes, I know.
Write a hit.
I'm trying. You need a worldwide hit.
I'm trying!
But why can't songs just be songs? Why do they have to be worldwide bloody hits?
Yes, it's number one. It's Top of the Pops.
charts take over your whole life. Nothing else exists.
You need a hit.
Write a hit.
You need a worldwide hit.
Your records just got to number 1. And you know what this means? This means you can earn some real money.
The characters in my head were trying to talk to me, but there were no melodies left. It was like the court case had sucked the music out of my life. I couldn't seem to think straight. I tried to focus. I mean, I really tried, but I needed something new, a new sound, something to unlock my imagination, but I was struggling to come up with anything. Then I remembered something Dad had said.
You should get a banjo and jazz it up a bit. Like the one I used to play down at Cali.
So, I went into the West End to have a look, but I can't play the banjo. Sounded all wrong. I gave up and went over to Soho.
And that, at last, is where I come in.
Yeah.
I was sitting in Bar Italia. You kept looking over, and I recognised you, but I wasn't going to say anything. Then you took out your notebook and started scribbling something, and I thought, what's he up to? Excuse me?
Yes?
You keep looking over at me.
Yes, sorry. I'm drawing you. I should have asked, sorry.
Can I see? Yeah. Nice.
Thanks.
Why me?
You look familiar?
Well, that's because you know me.
I knew I'd seen you somewhere before. Where was it?
We met briefly in a Paris nightclub. I was all dolled up then. I went back to the hotel with one of your friends.
All right.
I don't think he knew what he'd let himself in for.
No?
I was a bit different then. Let's just say I hadn't found my true identity. So what are you up to? Shopping?
Sort of. What about you?
I'm on a break. I work at a club across the road. You should come down sometime.
I will. Right. Well, I suppose I'd better get on with it.
What are you looking for?
Something.
You can tell, little old me. I'm an expert shopper.
A new sound.
A new sound?
Something to inspire me.
What sort of thing?
Something bright, shiny, and beautiful. With a twang.
I know exactly the thing.
What?
Come with me.
Where are we going?
You marched me across the Tottenham Court Road.
I did. To this music shop I used to walk past on my way to the club. There.
What?
In the window.
And there she was, reflecting the world back at us. A beautiful Dobro National steel guitar.
Come on. It's got such a beautiful body. Don't you think? Turn it around. Oh, that's it. It looks great both ways.
I'm gonna buy it.
I knew you would. Oh, and I've got just the name for your new guitar.
What?
Lola.
Why Lola?
Because that's my name. What a great scene. And what happened next?
I got back down to work. Then, just when it seemed things might be falling into place,
this is for you, sir.
What is it?
It's a summons.
What?
You'll see. Thanks for the great music, by the way.
Who was it? What's wrong?
They're taking it to the Court of Appeal.
Oh my goodness, you must have been devastated.
And that wasn't all. At the same time...
America!
America? What? We need you to go to America, old chap.
To meet a man.
You're in the hole.
You've got to get out of it.
Who was the man?
This big shot deal maker. He was offering to make us an advance to make some albums and get us off the hook with the US Union so we could tour the States again. I didn't want to go. But...
He can help.
He needs to meet you.
What about the court case?
That's not for a couple of weeks.
There's plenty of time for you to go before that. If you go now, you could even have the weekend with your family before the case starts.
What did you do?
I went for a cup of tea. The place where I met a you-know-who.
Tea.
Thanks.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hello.
You good?
I've been better.
Can I help?
Who are you?
I'm your friend.
I don't know you.
Yes, you do. I met you here before.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know who you are.
No, but I know what you need.
Oh, yeah?
You've got to make it in America.
That's what they all say.
Because it's true. That's where you can make real money.
And you're going to help me do that, are you?
Give me your soul, and I'll give you a sellout at Madison Square Garden.
Sorry, not for sale.
Just remember this. Anytime you feel weak, or you hit a losing streak, I'll be there to protect you.
What are you talking about?
We're two of a kind, and they can't separate us. It's called perpetuity.
Perpetuity. Is that the name of a song?
It might be. I'll be waiting. Don't make me get tired of waiting.
What? Excuse me, did you see where that American went?
American?
The one that was just here, just now?
Haven't seen any Americans.
Were you still trying to write the songs for the new album?
Trying. I wasn't getting very far.
So what happens now with all this legal stuff?
Wish I knew. If this goes wrong, we'll be unemployable. What's Dad gonna say?
Don't even think about it. He'll come up with something. My big brother can always be relied on to dig us out of a hole. Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you this, but me and the missus are going to have a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Cheers, yeah. We'll need to get a bigger place to live.
Yeah.
Good job we got another album to do. I bet you probably got the first couple of singles written already. Yeah? Come on, play me one.
I don't believe this. I've left the call sheets at home. And my notebook.
What? Hey, I know. Remember this?
Oh, yeah. This one. Yeah. Needed a chorus.
Yeah. It's about us. Where you going, I don't mind. I've killed my world and I've killed my time. So where do I go? What will I see? I see many people coming after me. So where you going to? I don't mind. If I live too long, I'm afraid I'll die. So I will follow you wherever you go. If your offered hand is still open to me. Strangers on this road we are on. We are not two, we are one.
didn't really know each other anymore. The journey had separated us emotionally. It had been a hobby, and now it was our life. Litigation, frustration, anxiety, pushing us apart. I decided I needed to see the only person I could really talk to back then.
Me. You've got to find a coping strategy. Try to shut it out like I do. You've got to be who you need to be. That's all that lost souls like us have got.
I don't think I can shut it out.
You need a bit of downtime. Far from the madding crowd. Get your head together. Can you do that?
No chance. I've got to go to America to see a man.
Perfect.
What?
Up there in the sky? No one can get to you up there. You can think things through. Think about your songs. They're like your children. If I had kids, I would protect them like my life depended on it.
I knew you'd understand.
That's because we're the same, you and me.
This time tomorrow, where will we be? On a spaceship somewhere, sailing across an empty sea. This time tomorrow, what will we know? Will we still be here, watching an in-flight movie show? I'll leave the sun behind me, and I'll watch the clouds as they sadly pass me by. 7 miles below me, I can see the world, and it ain't so big at all. This time tomorrow, what will we see? Fields full of houses, endless rows of crowded streets. I don't know where I'm going, I don't want to see. I feel the world below me, looking up at me.
You were right. Up there above the clouds, no one could contact me. No one could tell me what I had to do or think or write. I could just let my mind drift. I could float on the clouds in this great, big, beautiful blue space. I could find a moment of peace. And for a few hours, I could be me. And no one else could get a part of me. They'd arranged for me to meet the big shot deal maker in downtown Manhattan.
Here he is! We booked you into the Edison Hotel. A lot of broads from 42nd Street use it, so you'll be okay. If you know what I mean. Whoa, that's quite a handshake you got there, buddy. I always say you can tell a real man by his handshake. Hey, you hungry? I'm gonna take you to the Oyster Bar in Midtown. You know it? You'll love it. Come on.
He seemed to know everyone.
Hey, Bob! Taxi! Oh, Lulu, look at you! Hey, Sal! Play that old hit of yours. Sal Casanova. It's big in the 50s. This way.
There were 2 guys in suits waiting for us.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey! Hi!
Now these guys make dreams come true. He's gonna write me a worldwide hit, ain't that right, kid? Ha! Have a seat. Now here's the thing, kid. Anyone can cut a deal, but only a few people know how to close a deal. And I am one of the few. The best. What do you want?
Oysters?
No, kid. What do you want? What do you want to happen? How do you want this to turn out? What do you want?
I just want to write songs and play them and earn my fair share for doing so.
You got it.
What do you want?
Me? I want to manage Elvis, but that's another story. So, tell me this. Do you take chances?
Do you?
Do I take chances? He wants to know, do I take chances? Sure, I take chances. You gotta take chances, kid. Life is a game of chance. You gotta play to win. You know what I mean? I started out with nothing, but look at me now. I fought my way to the top.
Well, I failed my education, and I failed at my first job. Well, I failed so bad that I nearly broke down. But then the good life came and turned my head around.
Yeah, man. I didn't know what was going on.
You gotta learn to put your body around. That's what I'm talking about. You'll have a big Rolls Royce and need 1 or 10 million pounds. Right on. It's gonna be the good life. Oh, yeah. Good life. Come on. I'll give you wine, lemon music if you sign on the dotted line. Yeah, baby. Good food, good wine.
He knew how to sell, and I'll admit it, I wanted it.
Well, it's a good life and I love it. I love it. Better off than being a tramp. I write so many checks that my fingers get cramped. Ouch. I got so much sun that has given me a permanent tan. Too much food, too much wine.
Not a glass of Chateau Neuf du Pape?
Sure.
You gotta take chances, kid. That way you get to see the best in you. Or the worst. Ha! Tell you what I'm gonna do, yeah? For starters, I'm gonna renegotiate with the record companies. And then I'm gonna deal with the union dispute here in North America, yeah?
How do we pay for that?
Don't worry about it. We'll add it to the recording cost and recoup it from royalties. You write the hits, I take the hits, yeah? Ha! Can you do that for me? You wanna be rich? You write me a worldwide hit. Can you do that? Yes, of course you can. Hey, kid, are you listening? I'm giving you gold here. What are you thinking about?
My family.
Ah, forget your family.
I don't think I can do that.
You need to move over here.
What?
We'll reward you with a better deal and a home in L.A. The kids can visit on the weekend.
All the way from North London.
Oysters! Let's eat.
I'd never eaten so many oysters in my life. I thought we were finished. I was ready to go back to my hotel and crash. Then he said,
"Hey, I know a great strip joint on 42nd Street. You'll love it."
I said I wanted to go to Times Square first to get an English newspaper to check the football results, but he wanted to go straight to the strip club. So, we went.
Sit, drink, enjoy, whatever you want. I'll put it on my tab.
I know a man, he's a powerful man, got the people in his power in the palm of his hand.
Now, he might ruffle your feathers. That's how he cuts deals.
He started at the bottom and he works his way up now. He's never gonna stop till he reaches the top.
He's cruel, but fair.
It's the same old story. It's the same old game. It's power man, it's driving me insane.
We'll sort out a deal for you.
There was a stripper on stage. Men with greed in their eyes, lust written all over their drooling fat lips. The scene was set. I couldn't help thinking how honest the stripper seemed compared to the people I had to deal with.
10%.
I was wondering where all this was going to take me.
10%. That's better.
He just seemed to get whatever he wanted, and no one questioned it. It was almost impossible to say no.
Relax, kid. All you need to do is enjoy yourself. I'll deal with all the hustlers and the haters and the horse shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
No more creeps trying to rip you off. I got your back. You can do whatever the hell you like all day, every day, and know that I'm there punching the other guy in the face for you, yeah?
Yeah.
You can have some fun, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get this boy another drink.
I would only have myself to think about. No more responsibility for anyone or anything. Who wouldn't be tempted? I could do whatever the hell I wanted. I could enjoy myself and let someone else deal with all the shit.
Let's do this, yeah?
Yeah!
I let everything go. For a moment, I just sat there drinking champagne, watching the stripper and thinking, this is it. After her dance, the stripper went and sat at the bar. She got a drink, looked my way, and then came over and sat with me.
Thanks for the drink.
I didn't buy you a drink.
Bartender told me you did.
Must have been him.
Who is he?
A very powerful man.
What does he do? No, don't tell me. He's got the people and his power in the palm of his hand, right?
He uses what people like me do to get rich.
I know people like that.
Yeah? Well, you bear your body, I bear my soul, eh?
Yeah. But can you do it in a G-string? Huh?
I'd have to detune my guitar first.
You can't let these hustlers win.
What if I don't care?
They'll screw you.
Not if they're on my side.
He ain't on your side. You might think he is, but there's only one side for him. His side. He's gonna get you by the balls and he ain't never gonna let go.
Well, you don't know him.
I know people like him. Gonna give you the world. Take away all your troubles. That right? I've seen the mess men like him leave behind. And it ain't pretty.
That right?
Hey, everything all right over here?
Music, maestro.
I was lost, just wandering round downtown. Many people pushing me around. Hate spreads just like infection.
What's she talking about?
Those rats jumping on and off my back. Fat black rats holding me down. I see rats in every direction. No time to catch your breath. Crazy people lost their heads. Masses trampling on my feet. Inconsiderate in their heat.
People like him.
Hey!
Those rats breeding angriness and spite. Never have done anything right for people like you and me.
Bullshit.
Yeah? Walk over all the people you can't see. If they die, there's more bread for me. Like snakes crawling through the grass.
Don't listen to her.
I'm scared he might hear the truth.
From a stripper?
Better than hearing it from a rat.
You better watch your mouth.
You better watch your back.
That right.
See, rat-faced man, look at me. Now he's much too selfish to see. Once he was warm and was kind. Now he's got a pinstripe mind.
I had to get out of there. I ran out into the street. I was walking along Broadway. My head was all over the place. I went across the road, but I didn't make it. I just stood there in the middle of all the traffic.
Hey, asshole! Move!
I couldn't move. I couldn't think straight. There were too many cars, too many people, too much noise. I wanted to escape, but there was nowhere to run to.
You just stood there in the middle of the road. What were you thinking?
I was thinking, I don't want all this madness. I just want things to be simple again. I didn't know whether to run or play the game. Well, once I got the music, it wouldn't be mine anyway, would it? All I knew was they were promising me the world with one hand and trying to take it away with the other.
Hey! What the hell are you doing? Move! Come on! Come with me! Get out of here! Screw you! Hey! Come on! Hey! Listen to me! Hey!
okay?
What?
You okay?
I don't know.
Save yourself. Go home.
She was right. I needed to go home. See, I had a kind of perfection with my family and songs about the characters from my neighbourhood. They were who I was. They made me complete. So why should I need more? Why was I in New York? My family needed me. My wife needed me. My daughters needed me. Why was I here with these people? I had to go home.
This time tomorrow, where will we be? On a spaceship somewhere, sailing across an empty sea.
Cheer up.
I was so low.
Well, you should listen to your own advice.
What do you mean?
Look a little on the sunny side. Even when they say you're on the slide. And for a while, they'll say your records never make it. But in a while, they're gonna be showering you with praises. They'll give you mediocre reviews and put you in the underground for a while. But look a little on the funny, sunny side of life. Look a little on the sunny side. You sing on the blues and then they ask for a happy tune. And when you start to smile, they'll say, give me the rhythm and blues. And when you give them the rhythm and blues, they'll simply smile and say, we didn't want to hear you play, we didn't like you anyway. It's very hard to please the people every single time. But look a little on the sunny side.
You're right.
I bet it was a relief to get back.
Oh, yeah. Being back in North London felt good. Felt familiar. I mean, even the things that usually annoyed me didn't annoy me so much anymore. I went for a drink with my dad. Touch of normality and a pint of Guinness in the local boozer. Playing darts and shove halfpenny. Listening to Dad's words of wisdom.
You've come a long way from the runny-nosed and scruffy kid I knew. You had such good ways. I can remember the little things that always made you smile. They made you happy. Now you think you're wiser because you're older, and you think that money buys everything, and you think that you need no one to guide you, but you're still a long way from home. You've come a long way, you're self-assured and dressed in funny clothes, but you don't know me.
The case in the Court of Appeal was looming. I was trying my best to stay on top of things.
Was that when your wife found the letter you'd written?
Yes.
Who's Lola?
What?
This letter.
Don't worry about it.
Well, why are you writing to her?
It's nothing.
I don't want you seeing other women.
It's not like...
Well, what is it like then?
I wrote her a letter when I was away. I didn't send it.
Well, why did you write it then?
She's a friend. We talk sometimes, that's all.
Well, what about me? Can't you talk to me? You used to.
It's different.
How?
Look, there's nothing going on.
I wasn't born yesterday.
Here, give it here. There you go. All gone.
Promise me there's nothing going on.
You don't need to worry about it.
Promise me.
I promise.
Oh, I don't understand you sometimes.
You can trust me on this.
Can I?
Sorry about that.
It wasn't your fault. Everything was so complicated. I wanted it all to go away. I wanted to go back to the start and do it all again. I wanted to be back there with my brother. 2 kids sitting around strumming guitars, oblivious to the pitfalls, carefree, happy, couple of contenders. Why couldn't it stay like that?
I don't wanna be a constructor of highways, a sweeper of sidewalks. I gotta do it my way. I'm too ill-equipped for a mathematician, a true politician, a maker of decisions.
All day, every day, jamming, listening, practicing, writing, thinking, eating, dreaming, drinking, laughing, crying, music, music, music. I needed someone to talk to, but who?
I wonder. Fade Up, Club, Soho. I haven't got long. I'm on in a minute.
Well, I won't bother you then.
Oh, you're such a glum bugger at times. What is it?
My wife doesn't trust me, my life's falling apart, and I've got to go to court next week.
Oh, was that all? Come on, cheer up. How was America, Calamity Jane?
I met a man who promised me the world.
Well, that's nice. You accepted, of course.
I'll probably never go there again.
Well, I think that's a good thing. You should sing about where you're from. I don't understand why you had to go crawling off to America in the first place.
Not much choice. It's part of what they call the global market.
You need to be careful or you'll end up topping yourself. Or worse still, selling out. They'll want to tell you what to write about next.
They keep telling me I have to write a worldwide hit.
Sodom. Write what you want to write.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm stressed.
Yeah, I know. Your knickers are in a right twist.
I just hope I come out the other side of this court case with not too much damage done. We got the legal bills this morning.
It's just theatre, darling. Why do you think the High Court judge wears a wig and gown? It's all theatre.
They treat us like we're idiots. You try to make a comment and they just look down their noses and smirk.
It's class, sweetie. You're a bunch of filthy upstarts and they want to put you in your place. You're not posh, you didn't go to the right school, you don't know your caviar from your truffles. You're on the wrong side, like me. They hate us.
I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I am. I don't know what's the truth, I don't know what's a lie. I don't know if I'm coming or going, good or bad, sane or insane.
You know what I like about you? Sometimes you're such a bloke, and other times when you get all emotional, you turn into a little girl.
Girls will be boys.
And boys will be girls. It's a mixed-up, muddled-up, shook-up world.
I like that.
Me too.
Just make a quick note.
Lola! I'm on.
Am I lying to myself?
Truth and lies sleep in the same bed, sweetheart. And I've slept in a few, so I should know. We're all a bit mad. And you won't be the first man to cry in the witness box under cross-examination.
I need an exorcist.
You need to listen to me. I'm going to sing you a song. Boys, starstruck. Boys, starstruck.
Baby, you don't know what you're saying, because you're a victim of bright city lights, and your mind is not right. You think the world's at your feet, but you're starstruck. You're taken in by the light. You think you'll never look back. You know you're starstruck on me. Baby, you're running around like you're crazy. You go to a party and dance through the night, and you'll drink till you're tight, and then you're out on your feet, 'cause you're starstruck. You're taken in by the light. Think you'll never look back. You know you're starstruck on me.
We should have run away together.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
We still could.
We can't. I'm imaginary.
But to me, you're real.
You're confused. This song wasn't even on the album. And anyway, it wasn't so much the music biz you were fighting against, it was who you were as a human being. Oop, I need to finish the song.
Baby, watch out or else you'll be ruined. 'Cause once you're addicted to wine and champagne, it's gonna drive you insane. Because the world's not so tame, and you're starstruck. You're taken in by the light. Think you'll never look back. You know you're starstruck on me. Don't you know that you are? And you always will be. Oh yeah.
You're good.
And you're lost. Go back to your family. Get this court case out of the way. Bring up your kids. Whenever you play that tin guitar of yours, think of me. Come here.
What was that for?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Somewhere.
What am I going to do without you?
You'll never be without me. Whenever you need help, I'll be there for you in your notebook. And don't worry about me. I'm tough enough to survive on my own.
And just like that, you were gone.
I wasn't though, was I? I'm here. Come on, you need to tell us what happened next.
The Court of Appeal.
Ooh, I'll play the judge again.
Order, order, legal papers, documents, barristers, depositions, contingency fees, negligence, damages, etc., etc.
How did you feel?
Well, their barristers were bombarding me with questions. What did I know? What didn't I know? Did I compose this song? Did I compose that song? Was any money paid? Was any money deducted?
Are you capable of telling the truth?
Do you live in an imaginary
Did you
world?
say it or didn't you?
What did you think would happen?
Do you understand the question?
My head was all over the place. I couldn't concentrate. On and on. Question after question after question. I was losing it.
This man owes half to that man, who in turn gave half to another man who adored my instrumentals. And so he gave half to a foreign publisher. He took half the money that was earned in some far distant land, gave back half to the other man, and I end up with half of goodness knows what. Can somebody explain why things go on this way? I thought they were my friends. I can't believe it's me. I can't believe that I'm so green. Eyes down, round and round. Let's all sit and watch the money go round. Everyone take a little bit here and a little bit there. Do they all deserve money from a song that they never heard? They don't know the tune and they don't know the words, but they don't give a damn. There's no end to it. I'm in a pit and I'm stuck in it. The money goes round and around and around, and it comes out here when they've all taken their share.
Silence in court!
Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... still gets to me.
What was the verdict?
Well, I wasn't there for it. I couldn't face going. They told me the dispute had been resolved. We were going to have to pay some of our earnings up to a certain point, and then that would be that.
It looked like it was over?
Yeah, it looked like it.
But it wasn't.
No.
What happened?
What is it? Fan mail? Probably for me if it's fan mail. Not fan mail? No? Money? No? Back payments for royalties owed? No? An invitation to Buckingham Palace for a fag and a cup of tea with Princess Margaret?
Here, you read it.
They're taking the appeal to the House of Lords.
Now what? I ran out into the street in the pouring rain.
Which way you going?
Hey, it's me.
No, leave me alone.
Get in the car. I can help you. I can help you take back control.
How?
Come with me, I'll show you. Come on, get in. Attaboy. Hold on tight.
Where did he take you?
To hell.
What is this place?
This is a very special place. Not everybody gets to come here. This is where we play the game of Moneygoround. Always down, round and round. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome today's contestant, Everyman. This is the show where you get to take control of your fame and fortune. Do you want that?
Yes.
Of course he does!
What happens if I don't make it?
You'll be trapped in perpetuity.
What if I don't want to play?
You'll join the dole queue.
Let's play Moneygoround.
This way. Ready?
What do I have to do?
You just have to make it to the other side.
Other side of what?
Let the countdown begin.
5 minutes.
Come on, keep moving. Stand there.
Where?
Just there. Ready?
For what?
The weekend starts here. Take your shoes off. The sand is always nice and warm between your toes. In the desert. Quick! I've got a contract for you to sign. All you gotta do is get to the other side of the lake, and you win. It's...
The walls are starting to freeze!
Well, I'll be. The whole lake is frozen over!
I'm stuck!
I bet! We just booked you on a winter tour of Alaska playing in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers! Ha ha! It's part of the third-party exploitation clause.
Help! Help!
Hush! That's Sal Casanova playing. He's one of my clients. This was a hit in the 50s and he still plays the circuit for me. He must be 90 years old, but he still has a career. How about that? Stick with us, kid, and you'll go on forever. In perpetuity.
10 seconds.
I don't understand!
You want to sell out at Madison Square Garden? You want to top the Billboard charts? You want this?
No! Not this!
You don't want a residency in Disneyland?
5.
This is hell!
Don't worry.
2.
I'll be here for you. Sorry, buddy! You lost.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Do you want to stop?
No. I have to finish this.
Do you want me to do it?
No. I'll do it. I wasn't well. And for a while I didn't know where I was or what was going on around me.
You're home.
You've been poorly, son.
What happened?
Oh, you kept shouting something about the devil.
I thought I was in hell.
No.
I don't recognise this place.
It's a house.
Are you real?
What?
Did I make you up?
Make me up?
Do you really exist?
Yes.
I hope so.
I don't know what's real anymore.
I'm real.
I have to go somewhere.
Where?
Oh, I can't remember.
What, you mean the appeal?
The House of Lords?
No.
No, it's fine.
What is it?
It's a letter. It came this morning.
The House of Lords have refused their appeal.
It's over?
Yes.
No. No, it's a trick.
It isn't.
They won't stop.
You're gonna be all right.
Am I?
Look a little on the sunny side.
Even when they say you're on the slide.
And for a while, they'll say your records never make it.
But in a while, they're gonna be showering you with praises. Where are you going?
I've got work to do.
You need to rest.
I've got an album to finish.
I opened my notebook. I went through it. Page after page after page. The characters still wouldn't speak to me. The words just stared back at me off the page. They were like black and blue scribbles on white paper. Random thoughts that seemed to go nowhere. They were dead. I couldn't make them sing.
But then...
I found the sketch I made of you.
And?
We talked.
I told you I'd be there for you. Do you remember what we talked about?
Oh, yes.
Let's do the scene. You're sitting on your bed, you open your notebook, and there I am.
I'll never finish the album.
You will.
There's nothing there.
Try.
I do, every day.
Just be true to yourself.
How?
Got a pen?
Yep.
Write.
Write what?
Look. Look at me.
I'm looking.
What do you see?
Lola. Lola.
Exactly. I'm what you need. Why bust your balls trying to write about all those other characters in your notebook when the only hit you need is looking straight back at you? Me. Write this down.
What?
Write this down. Ready? I met her in a club.
I met her in a club.
Down in old Soho.
Down in old Soho.
Carry on.
Where you drink champagne.
Yes.
And it tastes just like Coca-Cola.
There you go. Now get out that tin guitar of yours and finish it.
So about a year later, I was sitting at home one day. Dad had come round to decorate the kitchen. My wife was making a cup of tea.
When the dawn begins to crack.
It's all part of my autumn almanac.
Maybe that's the only reason I write them in the first place. To sing them with my family. Maybe that's what living's all about. Giving birth to dreams and nightmares, surviving those and meeting some great characters on the way. Yep, sometimes I still wonder what it's all been for, but then I remember my infant daughter as she crawls across the room, la la la-ing to my song. It's all for her. So, I sing it for her and Lola, all over the world.
I met her in a club down in old Soho where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. La 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 Lola.
Quite a story, really, isn't it?
That wasn't the end.
What do you mean?
I was at home with my wife one day when I got another letter.
Hey!
He was back.
America.
They were taking me to court in America. The court case in London might have been over, but the last chord of the lawsuit in America would ring on for a very long time. What price freedom? My life, my eternal soul. But it was different after what I'd been through. I was different. I was ready to meet the devil face to face, eye to eye,
on my terms. Madison Square Gardens, here we come. Bring it on.
All right, let's hear it for the Kinks.